Long kick. This section covers the long kick, a topic frequently discussed on our channel and many others. Because of its critical importance, however, I want to approach it through a slightly different lens and tactical flow. Do you remember the first chapter where we explained moving as a unit as a fundamental concept of modern football? Let's imagine a scenario where our team is attempting a build-up from the back while under heavy pressure. Suppose the wingback has possession, and the opposing winger is sprinting toward them to press. In this moment, what should the build-up priorities be? In such a situation, the teammate you must look for first is the midfielder. This represents the most stable and reliable method of build-up. However, if you judge that passing to the midfielder is too risky because they are tightly marked, you must then look for the winger. If the winger is also marked, you look toward the center back. If even the center back is marked, you are facing a high press, front-line press scenario during your team's build-up. In these moments, the long kick becomes crucial. This is because an opponent's high press represents both a crisis and a significant opportunity for our team. As previously mentioned, when an opposing team moves as a cohesive unit and commits their midfielders, wingers, and even center backs to a press, their remaining defensive line must also push up to a high position to maintain compactness. In such a scenario, where is the most effective area to deliver the ball? Exactly as illustrated, the statistically superior option is to send the ball over the opponent's pressing lines, forcing a direct duel between our attackers and their defenders. While attempting a more sophisticated short passing build-up or using dribbles toward the flanks to bypass pressure are valid methods, I want to emphasize that the long kick is an absolute necessity in these specific circumstances. In such situations, the long kick is an indispensable skill. If the long kick is executed with precision and our forward speed, pace, significantly outmatches the opposing defenders, the opponent will be deterred from easily attempting a high press. In essence, the long kick alone is a technical tool capable of neutralizing the opponent's entire tactical scheme. Understanding different trajectories. Long kicks are categorized internationally into styles such as the ping or driven kick, depending on the ball's trajectory and the specific point of impact. For beginners, however, I highly recommend first mastering the ping, the high, lofted kick that floats through the air. Once you have developed a feel for the ping, transitioning to other styles becomes significantly easier, as they simply involve more refined adjustments to your impact point. Mastering the ping, foot positioning and physics. To execute a proper ping, you must first consider the shape and positioning of your foot. Assuming an average adult foot size of 260 millimeters, the radius of a standard soccer ball is approximately 11 centimeters. The sweet spot for a long kick is located roughly 1 centimeter above the highest bone on your instep, which sits at a height of about 14 centimeters. Consequently, as illustrated, it is physically impossible to get your foot underneath the ball if you attempt to strike it with your foot held perfectly straight, vertically. Therefore, you must tilt, lay down, your foot at an angle to successfully slide it underneath the ball. This is the most critical element of the entire technique, tilting your foot sideways to successfully slide it underneath the ball. For more in-depth details and advanced drills, please refer to the comprehensive long kick tutorials on our channel.